Coffee with MarkZ and Mr Cottrell. The 8th of November 2024. Listen to the full version on the official dinarreport.com website and become our supporter on Patreon. MarkZ update some highlights by PDK, not verbatim. MarkZ disclaimer. Please consider everything on this call as my opinion. People who take notes do not catch everything. And it's best to watch the video so that you get everything in context. Be sure to consult a professional for any financial decisions. Member. Good morning and wow, Friday already. Friday before a 3-day weekend. MZ. In Iraq. You know how they extended the parliamentary session for 30 days? Do you know exactly when they extended it to? Member. Iraq Freedom Day on December 10th, when Sadani said he hoped to finish the monetary reform by MZ. Yup, isn't that interesting? Sadani was overheard saying they planned to have the revaluation completed, everything done by Victory Day. Which is December 10th. This is from a number of folks in parliamentary finance who heard the comment. This means they have to go soon if it's to be completed by December 10th. MZ. After the extension of the legislative term parliamentary movement to pass 5 important laws. I believe one of those is the HCL. Member. Does the parliamentary delay mean a delay for the RV? Member. No, it means they need to hurry up the RV. Emo. MZ. Sadani issues 6 directives to increase financial inclusion and raise its indicators in all governates. These include increasing number of banking branches, modern technologies, banking services, ECT. They have modernized their banking system for the rise in value of their currency. This is all part of their white papers and economic reforms. One of their goals is to raise the purchasing power of the dinar for all Iraq. That means a revaluation, RV, or reinstatement. MZ. Economist. FAO Port and Development Road will achieve 6% of oil revenues. If oil revenues are $100 trillion dinar, then 6% is $6 trillion dinar in non-oil revenues in fees, tariffs ECT. Iraq is broadening their economic base. Member. How many times has Iraq revalued its currency? I heard 3 times. MZ. Yes, at least 3 times for a massive change. I believe the last one was in the early 80s. So at least 3 times in the last 100 years. MZ. Bond folks are still silent. Still hitting a brick wall, but I would remind you what I shared yesterday on that front. I do not think we are going to hear anything until it all breaks loose. I could be wrong, and if there is a change I will tell you. MZ. I am particularly excited on where we are at and expect great news over the weekend and early next week. Member. Hey Mark. Is there a relationship between the bonds being paid going and Iraq reinstating their currency? So if the bonds are paid, Iraq goes too? Member. So, if it's completed on December 10th, when does it begin? What the ETA on turnaround time? Member. Why does no one believe al-Sadani? He always said by the end of the year auctions for US dollars will end. Instead of taking a deep breath and holding it, let it out so you have the living breath to enjoy life after. Member. Federal Reserve Powell is refusing to stand aside lol. Well, I guess when the Fed is gone you will be by yourself. Member. Usually, the Fed Board of Governors elects their chairman and sends it to the president, who then announces it to the country and the world. Powell's term as chairman ends in 2026. MZ. Fed Chairman Powell says he feels good about the economy and Trump cannot legally fire him. Can he or can't he? The Constitution of the United States says that no bank or state can create any currency other than gold and silver, so our currency lawfully must be backed by gold and silver. So what was illegal is the Federal Reserve Act in 1913. MZ. What Trump could do, if my understanding of the Constitution is correct, is sign an executive order. This could cause a constitutional crisis and the Supreme Court would have to rule. If it goes to the Supreme Court, the Constitution is clear. And the Federal Reserve would be out of business. And the US Treasury would be in business with a gold, asset-backed new currency. Lol, I think Mr. Powell should refuse to go quietly. Lol. Member. I wonder, does the US Treasury have the final say to pull the trigger? Member. I wonder if getting rid of Powell would be a great way to kick off Nasara, Gesera. MZ. It may be a great opportunity to do it. Member. We're praying for many who are on the verge of giving up on the RV and Nasara and med beds. Member, I put my expectations to mid-December. If it's sooner, I'll be wondrously surprised and thrilled. Member, what chance do you think we have of notification over the weekend? Member, my tin foil hat logic, today would be a great day to RV. Why? It's a 3-day weekend and, as of today, there's exactly 47 days left in 2024, a perfect day for 47 to introduce Nasara kicking off. Member, Monday, 11/11 is my birthday. That'd be a great gift. Member, Happy Veterans Day to all veterans and their families. Thank you for your service. Member, thank you Mark. Thank you MarkZ and Mr C. Have a great Friday everyone. Mr. Cottrell and CBD Gurus join the stream today. Please listen to the replay for clear information and opinions. The content in this podcast is for general and educational purposes only and not intended to provide any professional financial or legal advice. Please consider everything discussed in MarkZ's opinion only. Listen to the full version on the official dinarreport.com website and become our supporter on Patreon. Source: Dinar Recaps.